Hey there, this is episode 3 of my Bayonetta Infinite Climax Pure Platinum playthrough. This is chapter 2 entitled Vigrid, City of Deja Vu, and I'm fighting Jean for the first time in the game, the first time of 4 times. And even though this version of Jean is technically the easiest version of her, she only has 2 health bars, and she's not as aggressive as in some later fights. Even with that, she really kicked my ass here for some reason. This took me a long time to do, probably almost an hour, I'm not sure. Because before this I really wasn't too good at Jean. Every time I fought her before this I just used Witch Time, kept dodging her and exploited Witch Time as much as I could. And this was pretty much the first time I fought her without Witch Time, and yeah, it didn't go too well. She kicked my ass. And this successful attempt, you can see me really panicking here. Kept attacking here, spamming the easiest moves and dodging everything. I did it anyway. Not too stylish, but what are you gonna do? Every time I fought her though, I did feel that I became better at her. Hopefully you can see that in this playthrough, especially the final 2 fights, or the final fight with her. Even though in that fight she had 5 health bars or something, way more than this, and she was way more aggressive there, but it still went way better than here. I completed her there in about 15 minutes because I was so much better at her, which was kind of fun, because yeah, now after this playthrough I'm much better at fighting Jean than I was before. Anyway, this is verse 3 against a couple of affinities and applaud and a bunch of more enemies, and this is another fun one, pretty similar to the last chapter's fight 4, verse 4. Yeah, you just do whatever you want, combo them, have some fun. And I used a lot of angel arms here in this fight because of how powerful they are. And yeah, my combo is already really high because of all the angel arms. Yeah, this is the bow, which I really like. I mean, look at that damage, it destroys the enemies so quickly. Here's a beloved, and I remember here I kept trying to shoot him with the bow, but all of the other enemies kept interrupting me all the time. So I don't think I even landed a single shot on him. It didn't look too great, but oh well. I mean, look here, I'm trying to shoot and then they just keep attacking me. Yeah, I just ended up using the normal version of the angel arm, not the bow version. Oh, here I got to shoot him. And there you go. Yeah, I think that's it for verse 3. Let's see the combo. 333,000 combo points. That's not too bad. Here's verse 4 against a couple of enchants. Enchants, they're not really. They're very easy actually. They have very little health. They're just a little frustrating because of their weird attacks and how they can spin around so fast. But yeah, you just use the whip attack and swing them around, and you get guaranteed a combo requirement. Here's verse 5. Oh yeah, this is the first Alfheim of the chapter. I remember this chapter feeling very long because of all these Alfheims. I think there are a lot of them, like 3 or 4. Anyway, this is the first one, with the condition limited kicks and punches. So I just keep using the punch kick punch combo because of how powerful it is, and it's an easy wicked weave. It didn't take too long, but yeah. The Alfheims are always a bit harder than normal verses, so they're a bit scary. That's verse 5. Another Alfheim. And this is a fun one though. Even though it's very long and very hard, it's no condition, it's just defeat all enemies. And these are the most fun ones, because you can do whatever you want. So we start off with some deer and decorations. And here's some enchants. Like I mentioned earlier, the best way to beat them is just use the whip, swing them around, and get a ton of combo points. I'm having the Basilians on the hands with the Durgas on the feet. And on the other weapon set I have the whip on the hands and the Kilgore on the feet. Yeah, this is a really fun one. The whip overall is just one of the best weapons in the game, one of my favorites, I think. You can pull the enemies towards you and do some quick attacks, and you can also swing them around for some really big damage and combo points. And here's another Angel, which pretty much destroys almost all enemies on screen, except 3. Torture attack on the Affinity, and 2 Archers left. And one of them was nearly down to nearly dead anyway, so I just used a torture attack. Picked up his weapon and used it on the remaining guy. There you go. And after this, it's just 2 Beloveds. Here they are. And Beloveds are one of these. They're really big. They're really powerful, but they're not too bad. They attack really slow, and once you learn them, you won't have any trouble with them. I use a lot of these punch kick punch moves on this fight too. There you go, that's worst 6. Let's see the combo points here too. I think it's pretty high. 580,000 combo points. Versus 7. Against some more enchants to start with. And look at that. You can just destroy them with the whip. Yeah, and if they go too far away, you can shoot them with the Basilians because of how long range it is. There's one Born Beloved. And I just use the Angel Arm on him. Or save it for the second one, which comes now. He's calling for the other Beloved. The pole Angel Arm is really good for when there are multiple enemies on screen, since you deal the same amount of damage to all of them. If you just stand in the middle of them, you can use it and deal a whole lot of damage. There's just one left, and I usually just use it right after a dodge, so I can maximize the amount of damage before they attack again. And there you go, that should be the climax. Let's see if I make it this time, not sure. Nope, I didn't. Too bad. It doesn't matter too much if you get spammer challenges or not. But I got a pure platinum. Here's the third alpha of the chapter. Use torture attacks. And in this one I have to use 8 torture attacks before I kill all the enemies or before the timer runs out. Yeah, I had a bit of trouble with this one. I remember I think it took about half an hour because of it's so long. You have 6 minutes to do it, and it's like 5 waves of enemies or something, 4 waves. So you have to really think about how you're going to attack and not use up your magic on other stuff. And keep using torture attacks on this weakest angels, so you can attack the larger ones and gain more magic to use torture attacks. But once I figured out the best strategy to beat them, it wasn't too hard. There you go, the 4th torture attack. If you taunt them, you'll build magic without attacking them, so whenever you can, you should try taunting to, yeah. Here's another torture attack. And here's the 3rd wave, or 2nd wave, not sure. And I usually try to do the most amount of torture attacks in the beginning of these types of levels, so I can focus on just beating the harder angels in the later waves. So I've done 5 of 8 in just the first wave. Now I've done 6. And after this it's 2 more waves, I think. I can torture attack him too because I taunted. Here's 2 Ardors, and I just need to do 1 more torture attack. Oh no, it's some affinities as well. Not sure if that's gonna kill him. If it doesn't kill him, it won't count, so I wasted that torture attack. But I still recovered. I'm not sure if this is the final wave, but we'll see. That was the final torture attack. Now I just need to defeat all enemies. Yeah, this was the final wave, okay. And I got a pure platinum, of course. Verse 9 against 1 Joy. These joys often come in pairs of 3. Once you fought them 3 at a time, I think one of them is a piece of cake. Why even bother at that point, honestly? I mean, when the game throws 1 joy at you, you just like, you could just destroy them. This is the final verse, okay? Against Fortitudo. So yeah, you just wail on him as much as you can here and dodge whenever he bites or fires a fireball at you. So this fight, it wasn't too fun the first time I got to this point in the game, or on this playthrough, because apparently I failed the combo requirement on this fight. And since the game saves over your result screen, I had to redo the entire chapter up until that point, because I failed. So that didn't make me too happy. The same thing happened on the last chapter. But this time, before this fight, I backed up my save one final time, so I'd never have to redo this entire thing again. So this recording here is the one successful attempt all the way through the chapter. But that's it. Vigrid, City of Deja Vu. Ten verses, no items, and 114 damage, which was just outside of battles, and from each time I had to redo the Alfheims, but that doesn't damage the rank. So yeah, pure platinum award. And the next chapter, chapter 3, is the Burning Ground, I believe. So yeah, anyway, that should be it for this episode. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.